Hello everyone, welcome back to the Redmen TV. Liverpool won the Merseyside derby. Sadio Mané goal gave us a 1-0 victory, and it's time for your reactions on Twitter, which, as you can imagine, is an absolute joy this evening. We're going to start with John Barlow, Johnny Barlow, John Barlow, what a turnaround in the second half. Began to think we'd fall short, but it ain't over till it's over. Hashtag doubters to believers. Yeah, I did a little bit on this in my match reaction and completely agree with that, mate. We weren't, we weren't very good in the first half at all. And I think what would have been nice is if we'd come out in the second half and we just smashed them off the park in the first 15 minutes and then settled down. But in many respects, derby, we've done a lot of that in recent times. Done a lot of being very, very good in derbies. I don't enjoy them at the time, but with the gift of hindsight, there's really something about stealing a really late win over them that adds something to it. Like Gary McAllister scored a very, very late goal. I think Ronnie Rosenthal did it back in the day as well. Like, they are pretty sweet victories. But yeah, this is what we need to do, and we've been doing. We need to do more of it, and we need to do it more consistently throughout the season, because Jurgen Klopp said in his post-match interview, if you only win the games where you're brilliant, then you're not going to win many games of football. So it's yet another important string that we seem to be adding to our bow. It's just saying, yeah, look, now we're all right. There are 3 points. We're gonna take them. It's just a matter of when we take them. So don't play your own game. We'll play ours, and we'll trust that we'll come out on top, which is the best way to be. Jarmo, Palanimi, a deserved victory. The referee let Barkley do kickboxing. Origi was awful. Great to see Studge back. It was a deserved victory. The referee let Barkley do kick. Just want to say, I forgot to do this on my match reaction. That Barkley tackle on Jordan Henderson is fucking disgusting. Absolutely disgusting, and he's a very, very lucky boy to only get booked there, and then kicking the ball away later on. Look, in and of itself, I think it would have been weak for a yellow card, but I think considering how he was getting wound up and on the back of that tackle, it's horrendous. That is an ankle breaker, and that's one of them that look, Everton love a bit of that, but that's the thing is, that's not Ross Barkley's game. And when he tries to do that, he thinks, and you get this with people who think, you see in Sunday League all the time, people think that being a bit brutal is the same thing as being like ultra committed. It's just not. There's an art to being physical in football, and Ross Barkley doesn't possess that edge, so he just ends up being basically violent and very, very dangerous. And you know what? Ultimately nothing more will come of it. But if he'd picked up a red card there, that would have been absolutely justified, because it was genuinely dreadful. A fair play for Jordan Henderson, not only to just actually to be able to survive it, but to get up and get on with it as well, and then have a little bit more of a tussle with him, and then shake hands and hug it out at the end. Shows that Jordan Henderson is by far the bigger man. Kieran. Oh, sorry, great to see Sturridge back. It is great to see Sturridge back. This is the thing about having him. Still not scored a Premier League goal. That's pretty much as close as you're going to get. We need to have players who can impact football matches, and although that's a really abstract way to impact a football match, gives a shit. It's an assist. He's made the goal. Whether he's actually made it to happen that way or not is, might be important to some people. It's probably important to statisticians. I don't give a fuck. The big stat for me is that we won 1-0. Kieran Beddoe, so dirty they injured their own keeper. I got worried for a moment when Robles come on, because I think he's a decent goalkeeper. Like, he's a big fella. That save he makes from Firmino's shot is tremendous, and you think, I really don't want that to be the main talking point of this match, and ultimately I'm glad it's not. Ali Abbas, 0-0. Klavan had Lukaku in his pocket. Thought he handled him really, really well. And you can see that there's a height difference there. There's a physicality difference. But what was great about Klavan is exactly what we said. We did in the very, very brief watch-along live stream that we did when the teams came out and that. Before kick-off, we said that experience should count for something. He's a very, very, very experienced international level footballer. Is he as good as Joel Matip? On paper, no. But players that come in that kind of game, in that kind of atmosphere, I thought he handled it magnificently. So absolutely fantastic. Andrew Cunningham, Andrew C 650. What a win. Atmosphere game. What a fucking atmosphere game and win. 6 points off Chelsea. On to Stoke next. Mané. Heart. All of that. all of that, mate. Shaunicus at 1989. Clavan was boss tonight. Would love to see a Matip and Clavan partnership. 3 points, get in, bring on the next game. Exactly that, yeah. No, this would be good to see. I actually thought Lovren had a decent game. The one or two little shaky moments probably come when Emre Can was playing hospital balls to his mid-thigh, which are always good ones. I thought that the defence just were good. They were fine. They handled things, they handled challenges. Milner, I think they could have actually got more change out of James Milner if they'd really gone at him. But again, all told, the defence held the ground. That's a clean sheet. Arsenal, who were fucking champions-elect 2 weeks ago, went there and conceded 2 goals. So, in your face, Arsenal fans, we're better than you, clearly. Yeah, and like I say, what it's good, the most important thing is we've got centre-halves who can do a job. And that means we've now got 3 good centre-halves at the club, and Lucas is the 4th choice, and that's a really healthy position to be in as well, particularly with Joe Gomez coming back. Callum, Lovey is great. Match ration. Champions win them games, and we showed that we can battle and break down teams. Hashtag Merseyside is red forever. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Nathaniel McClure, Sturridge essentially scored the goal. You know what, yeah, go ahead, we'll give him that. Mohamed Mahmoud, stuff of dreams to win it that late at Goodison, under the lights. Come on, Redmen. Merseyside is red. Again, absolutely spot on. Yeah, I say there is a certain perverse joy to winning it that late. Ryan O'Donnell, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Fuck off. Christmas is red this year. It is indeed. Oish Jadwa says, winner, chicken dinner. Tian Hambrecht, Everton playing at home on Derby Day for a draw and not even getting it is just sad. It is. Cry me a fucking river. Hovenden Keane, do I care that we weren't at our best tonight? Do I fuck? We won. Oh, what an epic feeling. Hashtag match reaction. Abso-fucking-lutely, mate. Don't give a shit how we perform in Merseyside derbies, ultimately, as long as we keep putting them fuckers in the place. And you know what? They'll crawl off into their holes for a few days. You know what? In the spirit of Christmas, let's all think of our Evertonian brothers and sisters and try our best to be as nice to them as possible over the Christmas period, because Christmas is a time for giving. It's a time for joy. It's a time for forgiving. I think I may be paraphrasing Cliff Richard there, so we'll move on quickly. But yeah, spare a thought for Evertonians as the Christmas period turns red and their poor blue Santa hats. Anyway, yeah, check out the redmentv.com tomorrow for the final word show. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Click the button on the screen that says the wall and the writing. Something about £2 a month. But ignore that for now. It's free for the first month. Get on it and be better human beings over this festive period.